Picture yourself at work. You're up for a big promotion, but then you go on paternity leave for a month. Someone else gets the promotion that you have been working years for, and you no longer get the raise that comes with it. You think to yourself, is paternity leave worth it? The financial and operational impacts of paternity leave are more significant than its intended mental health benefits. I have done extensive research on paternity leave, making me a credible source for information on the topic. I have found reasons as to why the financial and operational impacts are more significant than the mental health benefits. Today, I will be discussing my value, limitations of the argument, my criteria, and my applications, which will prove the criteria are feasible. Paternity leave is a hot topic for people today as they weigh the mental health benefits for themselves against the financial and operational impacts for their employment. Now that I have discussed the topic that we will be discussing, let me move on to the value, limitations, and definitions of my argument. Today, my argument will be based on the value of the financial and operational impacts on fathers. While paternity leave offers significant mental health benefits, the financial and operational impacts on fathers take precedence due to their greater implications on overall sustainability and economic performance. The 2024 Oxford Dictionary definition of paternity leave is a short period of absence from work granted to a father after or shortly before the birth of his child. In 2022, the World Health Organization defined mental health as a state of mental well-being that enables people to cope with the stresses of life, realize their abilities, learn well and work well, and contribute to their community. My definition of a financial impact is the economic effects that paternity leave has on fathers. My definition of operational impact is the effects on fathers as an employee. Now that we have discussed the value, definitions, and limitations of today's discussion, we can move on to the criteria of my argument. My first criteria is paternity leave impacts fathers financially. My second criteria is paternity leave impacts fathers operationally. And my third criteria is paternity leave does not positively affect parents' mental health enough to take it. Now that I have discussed the criteria of my argument, let's move on to the applications of these criteria. My first criteria stated that paternity leave impacts parents financially. Reggie states in his 2013 article titled The Impact of Paternity Leave on Fathers' Future Earnings, an analyst suggests that 4 weeks of paternity leave during the child's first year decreases the father's future earnings, an effect that persists through our last point of observation, when the child is 5 years old. This finding underscores the broader economic implications of paternity leave, suggesting that even short periods of leave can have long-lasting negative impacts on a father's earning potential. My second criteria stated that paternity leave impacts fathers operationally. Raheel states in his 2013 article titled When Dad Stays Home Too, like Patrick, many fathers felt pulled back to work by concerns about how violating the image of the ideal worker would impact their work lives. These concerns illustrate the operational challenges and cultural pressures that make it difficult for fathers to fully embrace paternity leave without fearing negative repercussions on their career trajectory. My third criteria stated that paternity leave does not positively affect parents' mental health enough to take it. In an article by Unick written in 2024 titled The Work-Life Balance for First-Time Fathers Utilizing Unpaid Paternity Leave, the article states, the financial aspect put a strain on fathers, the relationship with their partners, and their newfound relationship with their child, regardless of the amount of unpaid time taken off by each father. These findings suggest that the financial burden associated with unpaid paternity leave can outweigh the mental health benefits, placing significant stress on both fathers and their families. The financial and operational impacts of paternity leave on fathers is the most important because it provides a measurable basis which outweigh the subjective mental health benefits. The intended mental health benefits of paternity leave are not as significant as the financial and operational impacts. The financial burden and operational disruption of paternity leave often outweigh its mental health benefits. While paternity leave provides significant mental health benefits, the financial burden and operational disruption often make it a complex issue.